he had for the show or prior to the show, it definitely shows within the choreography and the movement that she's doing because it looks legitimate. Whereas other times I'm watching people do stuff and I'm like, I'm just going with this because the show says so and the effects are cool.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you think much of it.
Yeah. No, I thought it was such a cool intro to her as well.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, much like it is in the animation where like she just shows up and it's like, there's the teacher. This is the one. Like she's so awesome because she's embodying everything that he needs to learn. She's embodying that neutral Jing, and it's just so much a part of her. You know, because she learned from the OG Earthbenders, which are the Batchermals. What did you see?
I was trying to do 101 and I couldn't. I looked at Amber Midthunder, who we interviewed, and you didn't know this at the time we interviewed her. She's part Thai, Chinese.
Oh shit, that's cool.
Yeah. I had no idea. I was like, I'm gonna get on the chart. Not all of them are Asian, and then she's Asian too.
Brethren.
So
There you go.
it's gotta be one person. Who's this Dave Martinez? That doesn't sound
Master
Asian.
Paku. He was the one that.
I know who Master Paku is. Hold
Okay.
on. He sounds Hispanic, Mexican, and Apache. He's not Asian.
Right, but the Water tribe are more like native.
That's true.
Just Caucasian.
Yeah.
Asian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. I'm just looking hard to see if there's any white characters. You're right. I don't
No, they've tried really, really hard. Even, I was just looking at the IMDb, even the voice actor who does Appa and Momo is Asian.
That's true. You pointed out. Quick start.
Yeah, which is unnecessary, but cool. So, you know,
I get you.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. No, she's cool. I like her, and I'm excited to see more of her.
yeah.
I kind of
This is the
want.
Daikan's card.
I really wanted to see Mom's reaction when Top was like, "I'm going this way." Like, this is my life.
What happened to your cart?
Oh, a drunk samurai smashed it up. But the Daikan who owns it will blame us.
Wants them to chase
I'd fix it if I knew how.
You know, it's classic, like, you will be who I tell you to be.
I can
Instead
help you
of
fix it.
just
But I have
allowing
no
the children to
No
just
wood.
be themselves. I mean, we see this with Firelord as well, where he's like
Here, take this moon.
trying to
Go
turn
into town and
Zuko
hire a
into
carpenter.
something else
You'll
other than
soon
what
be
he
on your
actually
way.
is,
Blessings to
you
you.
know?
Can I
I'm
repay the
convinced
favor?
they're still shooting a lot of this.
Can
on
you
the
part
live.
with a piece of
They're doing a
information?
better job of hiding it, but there are instances where it just feels like coverage. It's like boring coverage during dialogue instead of allowing us to like see the environment a little bit more, which is fine. It's not as noticeable as the first season, so I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
It's just that there are instances where I'm like, yo, we have been doing like coverage for this entire dialogue. Can we get another shot of these ones? You know, it's just a little bit. Sometimes when you only use like the same two angles for dialogue, it just gets a little boring after a while. I'm like, shake it up,
Yeah, yeah.
you know.
I get it.
But I enjoyed that sequence where Zuko was pursuing like the village.
Yeah.
We didn't see the villagers for a second. It disappeared.
I know. I was like, wow, I guess
This
everybody
Miko does not carry herself like the others.
Convenient and great. And then it's like, oh no, just kidding. They were just hiding behind some huts. And now, you know, he's been discovered.
The Yell are always ready to speak to us.
Him
We
really
must be
get
ready to listen
know
in
what it
return.
means to be just
Are
like a
you
regular
ready,
person out in the
Zuko?
world. and in the
I'm ready
kingdom,
for you
and
to
also
tell me what
learning
the
how
Shrine Fortune
actions
says.
of The Fire
Who
Nation
gave you that?
affect
It doesn't belong to you.
and like really
You shouldn't
understanding
be
that
here.
firsthand. I'm excited to see him start to come up next is with that people remember him being the guy in the mask, right? So to
You will not interfere with the Master's wishes.
it's really cool. I think actress playing Azula has it very great. I know you're probably but I think she's doing a good job, you know, with that kind of aloof.
So the way they do the Zuko's character is really cool because they're adding that they get great so that it makes you wonder, which is like, especially if you aren't familiar with it kind of makes you wonder which directions go.
Right, you're rooting for them to join
Yeah.
the team. Like I know it's not done yet, but I really want to be like, all right, right. I'll join the Avatar, but it's still too early. But
Look at that bit that they opened up with. That was the choice. Have him steal the stuff from Felix. Like, that's not as bad as killing, per se, but it's kind of like you kill them.
yeah,
You know, you're taking their source, their rations. Oh, what he thought were their rations.
but it was literally just things that were of value to them. So
But still,
little to no value
like,
to
he
him.
still stole it from a family thinking it was their ration.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's a bold choice for the showrunners. But like, it allows you to feel like conflicted about him and wonder which direction he's gonna flow during the course of the show. And
Right.
I like that a lot. I think that's actually a really nice upgrade to the show. And no, I don't feel the same way as you. Okay.
I think she's doing okay.
I don't know.
She's got that kind of like faulty.
The thing that kind of comes close, kind of, is the gymnastics one, but
Kylie, I like her too.
even her, I'm like, something's just like, something's, I don't know. It's not,
It's like a surface level rendition.
it feels like I'm getting sushi at an Asian fusion buffet. It's like, yeah, this is,
I hear the
It looks
master
like
will be here in
sushi.
person. I guess is a great value to the master.
kind of like,
I assume he wants to attend
It's
to the
not the
guest
same.
himself.
something's not right, and I can't quite articulate it. Something just doesn't feel right, but I'm having I can't like be, when I'm watching her, I'm like, I don't know why I'm not loving this, so I can't articulate
It's a young
it. That's
lord.
why I was holding my
He looks injured.
Yeah. When you were praising
For
her, I'm
all
like,
those
I
we
can't,
care about.
you're gonna be silent and it's gonna look weird. Just can't coast
Lord
I
Hideya,
don't know what's not
are you
working.
alright?
That's
I
fair.
think-
Who
I
did
think
this
that
to you?
I might be
Oh,
misremembering
it's you.
because what
It
I
hurts,
hold on
but
to
it is
is
getting
season
better.
3 of Azula, where she
Such
just
chaos
goes
and
ballistic.
confusion
Like,
at the Renga Cut.
during the course of
I
the
thought those
show,
Ronin were going to kill me to get back at my father.
She's a lot.
They brought me here.
I spoke with your father at the
I
Renga
mean,
Cut.
You
I'm
did?
enjoying this
May I ask,
kind of.
What
I
was
don't
the
know how to
stanza
describe it.
about?
It's necessarily like pared back, but it's not. She's just kind of disdainful, but not giving too much emotion. But I think
I
it's
don't
in season
remember.
3 where
Everything
she like
happened
starts
so
to crack
fast.
because things
Of
start to
course.
fall apart
Yeah.
from
You
her.
know,
and
I'm
she goes
sure
crazy.
you'll read my stanza
what it
soon.
is
We
what
should go.
the show
We
kind
can
of
talk
just
on the way
doesn't
out.
have in general from
Of
the
course.
cartoon, is that Azula
You seem quite at ease in this
Despite
place.
Many shrines
is
and
so
temples were
flawed.
damaged in the
She's
fighting.
so
My
fun to
father
be around.
contributed
It's like
to the
you look at
reconstruction.
her.
A way
And
to
she's
help
very
the people
dangerous.
make sense of their
Your
suffering.
brain.
Yes,
Your
but
father
that's
cares
the-
for other
kind of
people.
the same of
He had a
all three
hard
of them.
childhood.
It's like the
I don't think
gymnastics
he had
girls,
anyone
like,
caring
super
for him
kooky
back
and
then.
weird, like,
That is why I
they
obeyed when he
brought
sent me
that
to
down.
Lords
I'm like,
Hideyoshi
why
and
are they
Kanbei.
bloody fake?
My way
They,
of
like,
caring for him in return.
bad, and then the one who's supposed to be like she's not quite as I want her to be.
You come to take our young lord away.
She's supposed to, on the
Such a
Duolingo, that character.
You're
Oh,
quite
yeah.
fond of him.
I
Do
feel
you
like the
not
one
find
who
it
was playing
odd
the
that
sister
you were
in this
asked to hide the
episode
son of a daimyo?
could've-
It is not
She's
for
not
me to
impressive.
question such things.
She could have been.
I am but a humble son.
Yeah, she was cool. I
As
don't
you
know
are,
who she is.
I'm
Like,
sure.
She looks really familiar.
She was great. I
Good
loved
day.
her.
I thought her performance was such
Until
a
our
nice addition
paths
for this
cross
episode
again.
because it grounded it. And
So you
she
served
played, it made
both
me
Lord
sad
Hideyoshi
that I
and
knew
the
this was going to be the
Instagram
only
now?
episode
I
together.
suppose
Because
that's
I'm like,
true.
she plays really well.
I am
with
bound to
Zuko.
Lord
They do
Hideyoshi's
well
service,
together.
but
I'm like, oh,
he and
like,
Lord Kanbei must
I wish
care
they
for
took
me
a
in
little bit
return.
further
All
to
this
make it hurt
attention
even
just for
more
me.
when we see
I
them
will prove
talking.
myself worthy of their
You know,
protection.
'cause I thought they kind of cut it premature.
Yeah, but she did like a really wonderful job from the get go. It's like who she is. Like
Father!
how she is immediately distrustful when she meets Zuko because like that's the world that they live in and that's the conditioning that they've had, which is
Father!
very distrustful.
It is good to see you again.
Strangers.
Have
they
you
get
come to
close,
take
she
me to
tells
Himeji?
her incredibly heartbreaking backstory, and then it's like, oh my gosh,
You must go with my men to Okayama.
Yeah,
perfect.
I cannot take you to Himeji Castle.
In
So
Bison?
wonderful to see.
Are you
You know,
disappointed in me,
don't,
Father?
like, if you
Did
just
I do something wrong?
put the
Of course not.
the show on mute
Please,
and just watched it silent,
Just
you'd still
go
know
with
exactly
them.
what's going on with her
Yeah.
and what her issue is and how she opens up over the course of this. Like you could visually really pick up on,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought that was like, and him too. Like the both of them together, like very nicely done.
Yeah.
So I don't remember that in the cartoon
Lord Naoya,
if it was there.
you
but
have impeccable
irrespective,
timing.
like just
yes,
beautifully done.
we both
Yeah.
do.
No.
I mean, I'm probably
Why are you
now.
here?
Now that
For my
we're
son,
into episode
of
2,
course.
I wanna see-
One of
I
the
wanna see how
servants
they
told my
tackle
men he
this
was
next.
spotted in the shrine.
And, you know, get to see and
Never mind that.
learning some.
Why won't you let Hideo return with
I'm
you to
just
Himeji Castle?
hearing top quality.
This is no concern of yours.
I have one more nitpick I gotta get out.
Okay, good.
It's a small one.
Okay.
When the mom was being yanked out of the carriage,
Lord Hideo was badly injured.
why
rush him
Zuko
away?
still inside
He
the
needs
carriage?
time to heal.
What would you do?
What I wish for
Yeah, what would
is
you do? Would you stay in the
irrelevant.
carriage and go?
He is not safe here.
Probably try and run after
You seem
my mom.
confident your
Why
son
did
will
they do
make
that?
it to Okayama Castle.
Enough of this badgering. Does Lord
No, I got you
Kanye
outside
know
the
you're
carriage.
here?
Right.
No, it's just a little thing of like.
I work by
he would stay
myself.
there. That's his
You
rock.
have grown
Like,
into
that's-
quite a
that's
major
that's his guardian angel.
Setsu.
That's the person who always has his back when his father's like, you dishonor me.
Right.
That was kind of hilarious, though.
So it is
Moms came
you.
out.
I know about the weapons in the
Like,
temple,
he came out
and your
immediately,
soldiers
like,
tucked away
just
inside
like one
Himeji.
note for most
You
of the
are
show.
planning
The
another
only time
attack.
we saw him deviate a little bit
But
was
why
when
capture
he
your own son
she called
during
him
the
a monster
Rengakai?
or something like that.
He was
I
almost
enjoyed
killed.
that scene with.
I hid him to keep him
It
safe
felt-
until my
Best scene in the
business
show.
was
Yeah, it
completed.
felt so real, you know, because
But you
because they say
complicated
that
things.
as parents you're supposed to have a
I
united
cannot
front
have
Yeah.
in
what
front of
I
the
want.
kids. So like
As long
when-
as
when
Hashiba
he was,
Hideyoshi and
you know,
Kuroda Kanbei both
reprimanding
live,
or doing his teaching
And
in front
you.
of Azula
I
and
promised
Zuko,
my father I
she
would kill you and your
disagreed, but
friends.
she bit her tongue, and then in private, then she can be like, "No,
Yeah.
let me try." But I thought that also I could
Goodbye
sense
now.
so many different layers of emotions throughout their performance as well, because like I understood the relationship. It was like, okay, so when he was speaking to her in the beginning, I did feel sort of like love or affection towards her, but then you come to you realize that so they made an agreement to marry because of her bloodline and their bloodline supporting the two clans together, family, and but they just can't agree to raise the children. So yeah, that's just like a very powerful scene.
That was it. That's
Yeah.
for me. It's like sometimes he's obviously a very experienced actor, but in the first episode and the first part of this one, like, it just feels like it's just not a lot of layers on a lot of levels to him. So I thought that was a nice opportunity for him to explore a variation of that character.
Yeah.
So, anyway. Yes. Good. I'm Jack, witnesses.
That's short.
I have to tell Lord Kanbei about this.
I can't.
Netflix Incorporated have the opportunity to create our own Avatar series.
The largest city in the world with English as the official language.
Large city in the world, English as the official language. Australia. That's a country. Come on, man.
Good guess. Second. City. No. City. Oh, city. The answer is Lagos, Nigeria. They have between 22 and 24 million people who live there. That means it's the largest English-speaking city in the world by far. Lots of people don't speak English there, but it is Nigeria's only official language is English. So Lagos, Nigeria. It's the largest city in the world with English as the official language.
Large city of the world, English, official language. Australia. That's a country. Come on, man.
Good guess. Second. City.
Here I am in North Wales, and didn't know. Now I'm doing something very interesting. Over there, we have a Greggs. Well, we've done Greggs on the channel. However, take a look here. The Pound Bakery. Now, what it does say here is over 50% bigger than Greggs is their sausage rolls. What I'm going to do is do a little bit of a comparison video. See which one is bigger. Or smaller, or bigger. But one thing I have got to say, Greggs is very quiet. Okay, it's covered in scaffolding. People can't actually queuing to get into this Pound Bakery. Tasty baking at tasty prices. Let's see what this one's about, then let's compare them with the Greggs. We've come inside. I'm not going to film in here because it's got very, very busy. What I'm going to do is get a selection, take it outside, and then do a bit of a comparison with Greggs. And I'm going to get the stuff from Greggs as well, but it's not right to film in here because there's loads of people in here. It is very cheap. You've got a full range of breads here, bread, real thick slices, £1.70, a range of sandwiches, cakes, everything else. So going to get a range and then compare. The wind has beaten me. Got the table, I've got the chair. Every time I do it, a gust of wind comes and I'm sitting in the sheltered area. We'll actually shout out St George's Hotel here. Thank you very much for letting me use this area. I can't use table and chairs. So let's crack on here. That's the pizza from Pound Bakery. So take a look at that. It looks a little bit on the overdone side. We've got a slice of pepperoni on there. And then we've got the Greggs one. So there's a little comparison between the two. Now, I think the Greggs one is not overly cooked. This one certainly is. They're both £2.50, but the Greggs one actually looks quite greasy, to say the least. So I'm going to start with Greggs. Oh, no sauce. Very hot. Sort of thick as dough. I like the tomato taste there. You've got a little bit of cheese. But the pepperoni is quite hearty. It's not a mind-blowing piece of pizza, but it's actually not a bad piece. Yeah. I'm a little bit worried about the pepperoni. You can see. That is completely over. That's a lot of thinner base, not a huge amount of tomato. The cheese is okay. The pepperoni, very good flavor, slightly ruined with his overcooked. So, for me, I wouldn't necessarily go for either for a piece of pizza, but Greggs are one up. No doubt, Greggs are 1-0 up. Go to Greggs. Round to steak bake time. So we have the Greggs steak bake and the Pound Bakery steak bake. Take a close up in here. Size does matter. So here we go. Greggs is a tiny, tiny bit. You keep an eye on that. I'll pick all this up. I think you see what I mean. You know what I mean, Harry? So first impressions, this one looks a lot flatter. This looks a little bit more plump. I think there could be a little bit more filling in this one. Oh, good. See the steam coming out. The pastry is really light. buttery. That's a good steak, mate. That is good. Might be digestion after all this. On to Rex. Yeah. Nice bit of filling in that. The filling in this one, in Pan Bakery, is so much better. Got more taste to it. It's a lot larger. Price-wise, didn't check. I'm struggling a little bit here with the Pound Bakery because these Greggs mark everything out exactly as everything is. Here, it's kind of a mixed jumble of figures. They're all similar from both, so I'm guessing I'm not going to go mad about what the price differential is because I'm struggling with it. But easily, the Pound Bakery wins this one. That is a good steak bake, there's no doubt about it. It's a lot bigger, it's got better filling all round, that's better. 1-1. Oh. We're coming up to the half-time whistle. The main event. The shove in the middle is not quite up to that point yet. But a sausage roll. Great. Bosh. Upside down. Bosh. The Pound Bakery. Bosh. They've said 50% bigger. And I think they're right. I think Pound Bakery are right. I think that's a lot bigger than the Greggs one. A lot bigger. Greggs first. That's quite tasty, actually. So they change the formula. Greggs all the time. Because it's actually a nice bit of sausage meat. That's actually really good. How? That's good as well. I really prefer the pastry on the Pound one. There's a lot more sausage meat. You can see, they're actually totally different colour. You come close in. This one here's a bit more pink. This one here's darker. Pound Bakery easily wins that. So, the main event, which Greggs are really well known for, surprisingly, which is the sausage rolls, is what Pound Bakery have come in and just smashed it out of the park. And I mean really smashed it out of the park. That is a good sausage roll. I'm actually going to go dive in again, but this video will take 2 hours. Cheese and onion slice. You take a look, they're actually totally, they're polar differences apart. The Pound Bakery's one is lots bigger. However, Greggs one is a lot more plump. That's a little bit, someone sat that one. Greggs first. That's just an air pocket. I want to open up a bit more. It's just air. So the filling is at the bottom. The rest of it. There you have it. Pound Bakery. That actual filling is a bit bland. I'm not getting much cheese and that's all. Don't go away, please. Interesting one, that's quite bland as well. I'm getting a hint of cheese. Not much onion. This is a tough one. Because both of them are bland. Both of them are similar price. I suppose you're not saying it's a little bit bland, it's got a little bit of flavour of cheese and a little bit of flavour of onion. You're going to have to go for the bigger one. Greggs one was all air. It's just a massive amount of air. Pound Bakery's got to win that then. Because that's a close one, because it really is, could be classed as a draw, but I've got to give it to somebody. 3-1. 3-1. I hope that most Greggs can hope for here is a draw. Should have been at the time. So this one is one from Pound Bakery. That looks a lot sloppier than the one from Greggs. Greggs seems a little bit more thought out. There's not so much mayonnaise in the Greggs one. Size? Identical. Let's start with the sloppy one. What? Look,
They'll raise the alarm if they see me.
that's people in there. Actually, like the clinic. Yeah. A lot of mayonnaise in that thing. But all that's in there as well is
You have something to discuss?
and
I do. We need to talk about Lord Hidei.
That's good. Looks a bit deceiving. Because that is actually very, very good. So the next one
The young
is a
lord.
little bit more thought out.
On his way back to the province
A
of
little bit more
Blizzard,
thought out. The chocks
the
might be in
home
there.
of his father, Lord Okita Naoye,
I don't think
the
this is
same
much
man behind the attack at
in
Arangakai.
there.
He kidnapped his own son.
I did like the role as well. The baguette.
The attack at the Rangakai was aimed at me.
With Hidei caught in the middle.
He has stationed a private force at Himeji Castle, a backup plan for a meeting he never planned to attend.
This is a serious
A little
allegation,
bit standard point.
though
It's a beautiful, sweet,
you gain nothing from
Spanish
fabricating
onions.
the truth.
You cannot
And
meet
that-
Lord
that's
Naoya
what
in
makes it
Himeji.
better.
Call off the meeting and your guards.
You actually want to make that one better.
That would tip our hand. We will lose the opportunity to strike.
Your safety is paramount, my lord.
The baguette itself. So for me, better one
No,
just
my safety is a secondary.
3-2.
Stopping Ukita Naoye is more important. Whatever happens that night must stay within the walls of Himeji Castle.
Lord Kanbei, as long as he remains in Himeji Castle, Lord Naoye will have the upper hand.
One cannot parry a blade they do not expect to strike.
Lord Kanbei is right. We have the element of surprise. Lord Naoya's men will not see us coming. But to leave you alone with him.
No. I must find out what he thinks he stands to gain, and I must be willing to take what he fears to lose.
Lord Naoya has plenty to lose besides his son. If you bring Lord Hidei into this, then our deal is off.
I will talk to Ukita Naoye in terms he can understand and appreciate. Make our preparations.
There's not much raspberry in there. Last night's pastry. The pastry was often seen. A lot of sugar.
It's like a sweet puff.
Must be filling size.
It's time to
I
kill.
hope Lord Kanbei is right,
It's on to the young
for the
girl.
young lord's sake. I will go.
Sure.
Meet me at the Honmaru.
Oh, not cast sugar on that.
It's time to kill.
If we run down the
So
block,
many samurai in service to the Okita clan. Tokubei should be nearby
so basically,
if he kept his word.
some pastry. A lot of pastry should be done.
Those men from Chugoku are strange because they are.
Sweet.
They don't talk to us and don't listen either. Unless it is to Lord Naoya.
Really sweet.
And they are all
Me either. Particularly brilliant. Will I have 2 or 4 of the raspberry apple turnovers?
Blocked. I need to find another way.
I don't want the raspberry and apple. I'd rather have 4 of those. Then because if you're into your sugar, you're going to choose this all day long. A bit light pastry. So me, 4-2. 4-2 ham bacon.
Overzealous soldiers. Aggressive. They must be dealt with first.
What's the difference in the costume? Coffee. You're saying. Really judge the food. So, who's eating what and how it went? And surely that makes it make the we have that to score. Full-time whistle, whatever they do, the referee.
soldiers, not of Imeji Castle. Reaching Lord Naoya's samurai will be trickier than I thought.
For me, Count Bakery is superb value. It's very good. Not everything is absolutely fantastic.
Yasuke, just in time. May I escort you to our most guarded area? I always dreamed of being an actor as a boy.
I can tell.
You can see how heavily fortified Himeji is. No enemy would ever dare make a move against Lord Hideyoshi here. Shall we go? The leader of this church
in Pound Bakery spent a total of £12.15. So there you have it. Pound Bakery is what? £1, 80, 75, 85 difference. For me, Pound Bakery wins all day long. However, what you should be doing is supporting your local bakery. Keep your local independence in business. So if you get the opportunity, go to your independent bakery. You might pay that little bit extra, but try and support them. If not, and you're in the high street, you fancy a nibble, you've got one across the road, you've got one there, you've got a Pound Bakery there, you've got Greg's there. My advice is, give your eyes a treat. Get into Pound Bakery. I think that is better than Greg's on this occasion, and in my opinion. And anyone might have a different opinion to me. So don't turn around and say, I'm trying Pound Bakery, it's absolutely rubbish, because they can vary from place to place that you visit. So this is my opinion on this particular day.
Samurai is down this way. I will see to the civilian.
Your wife will be. That is my unmarried date. I am nearly there.
What needs to get in here, finish up, and where to go. Stop it!
These soldiers, not of Himeji Castle. Reaching Lord Naoya's samurai will be trickier than I thought.
What's the most populated island of Paris?
Oh, size-wise?
No population.
But for size?
Just in general, the most people, the longer.
Tonga.
No.
Singapore. Seattle City.
Right here.
Yasuke, I always do.
I can tell.
You can see how heavy shall we go?
Indonesia.
That is the Hongmaru Gate. I am nearly there.
The answer to today is it's 5.5 Australia, which is with the most populated islands here. Science. No population. Not for science. Just in general. Animals included, Galapagos. You don't have to give me credit. Yes, that's right. Yes. The answer today is Java. Java, Indonesia is enormous. There's 152 million people live on the island. It's 5.5 times the population of Australia, which is nuts in and of itself, especially considering that Java is
why do some people completely lose their minds over certain things? Like, for example, you insert somebody's favorite movie and they're fine. But if you insert Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, then they will be ready to kill you or die in the process, right? Please tell me we are not insulting Chhatrapati Shivaji. We are trying to understand the concept of sacredness. That Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj is sacred to some people. And in a way that Sholay or DDLJ is not sacred, right? And understanding sacredness is important because it is one of the best solutions to one of the biggest problems that faces humanity. God sacred. So first let me explain what I mean by sacredness. Then we will talk about the problem it is solved. Okay. So sacredness is not necessarily just broad or religious. Okay. Any untouchable belief, right? Allowed to question, I am not allowed to hold an opposite contradictory belief that you cannot argue against, right? And you are not even allowed to disrespect that. Okay, that is sacredness. Okay, so for example, of course, the original definition was related to God and religion, right? So you can't disrespect God, you can't disobey religious rules and so on. And this slowly leaks into semi and non-religious rules, right? Yeah, as language develops. Not just language, right? I mean, the concept of sacredness itself. So, for example, marriage is sacred in most societies, yeah, right? Similarly, intercaste marriage, not having intercaste marriage is a sacred thing, right? Yeah. Or some societies have how to treat children like you just can't even question some of those concepts, right? And it's not just concepts. So Shivaji, Shivaji is sacred. Loving your patient, not disrespecting the flag. That's the constitution. Freedom of speech is so sacred. Yes, the idea of it isn't important. I agree with that being sacred. Has that ever been questioned? Rarely is it questioned. It's a proven guilty, right? And I can imagine somebody sitting there and making complex arguments about how that is actually not a good thing, right? But it has become sacred in most societies.
I will subscribe to it being sacred because it gives everybody a chance and everybody deserves a chance to not be declared guilty without
Okay, this is something that is arguable. 10 minutes. We just follow. And this has nothing to do with political and conservative. Even liberals are sacred matters. Like the scientific method is so sacred to liberal people. The fact that we have to protect the environment is sacred. The idea of free market is sacred to a certain set of people.
All of those make sense because when you were explaining sacredness a little earlier, I was thinking of sacredness in terms of basically a bias, a trapped prior of
when you agree with the sacredness, so this is an obvious thing, and when you disagree with the sacredness, then it goes down to so, but you're right, it is a trapped prior. It is not a trapped prior, as how somebody else's it's a specific with a halo around it. That prior is belief which is so structured. Not of arguments against it to change your mind. Right? We discussed this in a previous episode. Belief like this gets a halo around it. Right? Let's question it at all. It becomes a sacred thing. And slow four-step ladder. Starting with a basic and then moving into sacred. Okay, yeah. So, you start with a belief which a very big separation between this side is correct and that side is wrong, right? As opposed to just a rough example. That if you are a community that alcohol consumption is right? So that's a sacred right. Zero alcohol consumption is good. Even in this, even if you take a sip, that is a bad. People all the merits, right? That what are the causes? Why is alcohol bad and all that? You would reach a conclusion that saying that a little bit of alcohol is okay as long as you are not misbehaving, it is okay and so on. Right?
I've taken care of Naoi's hidden
That
shinobi.
was your thing.
Did his samurai prove troublesome?
We are
Nothing I
not
could not
condoning
handle.
alcohol consumption.
Now, we have to get to Lord Kanbei before something happens to him.
So my point
Maybe
is
Lord Kanbei has already
if
talked Naoya
you
to
agree
death,
on merits,
and all
you
his
would have
men
like
prowling the
fuzzy
area.
rules saying that most alcohol consumption is bad, too much is bad, and things like that.
I'll keep watching
that is not
and let
a
you do
secret.
what you need to
When you
do.
say zero,
Good.
and then you want
Find me at the
everyone to agree
meeting
with
area
that,
after I have
then
finished.
it is secret.
Like a Lakshman Rekha that cannot be crossed.
Exactly, because anything other than zero is a slippery slope. Right? So that everyone has agreed on what we are trying to achieve with that.
For example, I'm thinking of people saying Sachin is the best cricket player ever. Like that is it. If you agree with this, you are in my camp. If you are not, you are in the other camp. Or Messi being the best player.
Australia, looking like Sachin is
Messi being the best player. So I'm in that camp.
More up ahead.
Is that there is a tribal community component to it, right? That all those people who believe in the same things that you find sacred, they can walk with us, right? And anywhere you go, that's your tribe. And if you go in the world and you find a Hindu temple, and the people in that are like your people.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
And same thing with Man U fans, for example, right?
Or Messi fans.
Generates an automatic creation of us versus them.
Yeah.
Right? So if Hindu temple, Hindu things are sacred to you, then all non-Hindus are like them.
Right. So if Messi fans, if you are a Messi fan, then all Ronaldo fans are dead.
Correct. Yeah. I would, this is
Willing to take that out.
concept we have talked about, which is that this kind of a belief is a by believing something so strongly, and not even allowing you are in a way that you are. Right? So that is a strong this group. Strengthens this that yes, whatever dreams are for yeah. Now, once something is sacred, that actually helps with all of this, right? So first of all, you get emotionally attached to your sacred beliefs, right? So when anybody tries to question it or disrespect it, you have
matter of our
emotional
moment,
reaction.
the ceasefire with the Mori to the west must be
actual
enforced.
real issues, right? So
And
for
what
example,
of the Lengakai?
I know people that if I have a sip of alcohol,
We have also uncovered information on the man who
they are
ordered
not
the attack.
proportion with what are the
Soon,
actual harms of
We will bring him to justice.
and because of
Can you
this
tell me of this
emotional reaction,
A man of high standing from Chugok. He came to Harima to plot my assassination. But to what end, I cannot fathom.
Directly, it is like because that person
Lord
is a bad
Naoya,
person, that
what
person
say
is
you?
saying these things, and you just
Some claim you can see the future,
Right. So
Lord
if somebody
Kanbe.
comes up to me saying they are
That you are the brains behind Lord Hideyoshi's
I will
successes.
be like, you are in the
You
dead
tell
camp.
me.
You have no leg to stand.
To prevent Lord Hideyoshi's victory on the battlefield, to claim Harima for yourself and your shadow.
This person has no understanding of cricket, right? This person is an idiot, and that is why that person is saying things like this. And hence,
will die
any
by seppuku
arguments
in
that
this
person
room,
comes up with are
and Hashima
useless and
Hideyoshi's
pointless,
stake
and
in
any
Harima
statistics that person
will
comes up
die with you.
are either made up
All
or
this for another crumb of power.
and then the psychology goes into one step further, not just that you get devoted to that sacredness.
And yet
Which
your
is that you are
son,
willing to fight
his safety was
for this, you are
secondary to
willing
your
suffer
objective.
consequences for
My
believing
men
your
are
sacred
tending to his wounds as we speak.
and you are willing to die for it, which I can
He is
give you
in good
examples
hands.
of, right?
Yeah,
Our
plenty of examples of that.
Bastard. He's threatening to harm Lord
But in
Hye.
recent times,
Your action will be met with a bloodbath.
So, you don't
My
have
forces have taken control of this castle.
Your men are all dead. Your conspiracy dismantled. You are trapped.
And you are trapped here with me.
And the
Was it worth it, Kuroda Kanbe? Throwing away your life to gloat?
Finally.
Your son is a bright, intelligent boy. He looks up to you, worries about you.
Right?
And he is right. Lord Hideyoshi will never forgive you. And by extension, he will never forgive your son. Do what is right.
You are not treating that thing with sufficient
I
sacredness.
have your word.
You attack them.
My life for his.
Your
I am
life
such a
for
man.
his.
But I question some little tiny aspect of it, like, oh, he should not have been stuck on 99 so often.
So,
Then you start attacking me.
you
because
are
I'm
the
not
ones who sold
sufficiently,
my son, so he could be wielded against me.
Put the weapon down, Naoya.
Right? Okay. So what I'm seeing here is Sachin, Virat, Messi, Ronaldo, all of these have become kind of mini religions.
No
in that
matter.
sense.
Yeah. So
I am not to be disturbed in attention. There is one thing I have left to do.
This is
Yes,
not
I know.
religion, right? It is about just
The path to the Tenshu will be guarded.
It can't be questioned. So, for example, human rights, free
Yes,
speech,
it'll be
equality,
quicker if I go.
free market,
I saw the look
environment,
of
and
a
of course
man
your
ready to
sporting,
die.
right? All of these
What happens next
are
is up to
sacred
you.
to certain
Now,
groups of people.
I have some words for you, Kanbe. Try not to die while I handle
doing
Lucha
things
Naoya.
to protect the environment. You can see how sacred environment is to them.
Yeah.
So, It's a very weird way of
I need to go to the top of the
declaring
Tenshu.
sacredness.
That's where Ukita
On some
Naoya
level, you
granted.
can try and argue it for them, but I'm not sure.
This won't take long.
Some ways it can't be. It has to be enforced. Good thing, interesting thing is that after a while it doesn't have to be enforced. Right? Because people are just following it. Yeah. And also it is likely to be limiting in the sense that it's just going to last for a very long time because it is sacred. Or conversely, things which are sacred today have survived a lot of attacks, a lot of attempts to argue against them. So they are well entrenched, and which means that
No
they're going to
escape
remain
now.
sacred for a
He's
long
trapped
time.
inside the Tenshu.
Right? These four things, these four properties that you just listed, all four of them sound like trouble to me. Like massive trouble. If you put them together, you basically are creating a recipe for creating people who blindly follow things. Well, and I can't see how that is a good thing. Because you're not looking at the social function of sacredness, right? Because one of the biggest problems that faces humanity is the fact that we can't coordinate with each other, right? We can't agree on
I'm in.
things. And
Next, I must find
we
Lord
can't get
Naoya.
anything done unless now people agree. We spoke about this in the episode on coordination failures. So, exactly. And sacredness is one of the big solutions to large-scale cooperation, right? Especially when a large group of people all have to agree on something which involves sacrifice for some of them, but not all of them. You can see how if we use rational calculation, if you are sensible about it, a lot of people will say, why should I sacrifice? Right? But once you make it sacred, it's like all those calculations go out of the window. Right? Because now emotions come into play. Right? Because that's how Rajput kingdom gets everybody in that kingdom to fight against Mahmud and Ghazni or whatever. That's how you get a country to fight non-violently against a violent Iranian power. Right? So make it sacred. Make the concept of freedom sacred. Make the concept of non-violence sacred. Right? It's also becomes a commitment device because now there is no rational calculation. It can't be bought off. It can't be traded. People cannot be bribed into doing this unless they're already corrupt people, right? Because the line of principle. Correct. It becomes a shelling point because it's sacred, so everybody agrees on that thing. And even the ones who don't agree know that most other people are going to believe in it, so I might as well pretend that I did not. Sacredness becomes the selling point around which everybody congregates and then sings together. Most importantly. Exactly. Except all of this sounds to me like you are giving a playbook on how to weaponize sacredness. Yes. So, weaponizing sacredness is one of the most common things that happens in the world by politicians and dictators and generally even people, right? So, because originally sacredness was a moral compass, right? So it told you do these things, like do not drink alcohol, no room for once it becomes a moral lecture, then you can force people to accept things even when it is against the best interests, right? And you convince people that any compromise is a spiritual betrayal, right? So even little compromises which actually make sense rationally, which are sensible, but from a sacredness point of view, you can convince people that this is just horrible. Which is why politicians will never frame a policy choice as, okay, let's just calculate all of this. You should always say, these guys, they're trying to sell out our markets. These guys are insulting our flag. These guys are putting a price on human life, and price on human life is a sacred value, right? So that is
There, an open window.
So, sacredness, when used as a weapon, is used to terrorize humans, right? And this is inverted group effective, right? When a belief is not sacred enough, it's not convinced people vicious, right? But you get it to a point and now everybody has to listen to it. If you go beyond that, then it becomes too much for the people and there will be a revolt.
I'll find another way.
people in the middle of sacredness. Okay. Plus,
Like, it's a very weird Goldilocks zone. That's a very weird inverted U curve to think about. But yeah, it is an inverted.
let me take another very interesting example of how sacredness is also used as a costly signaling mechanism. Okay. So imagine the 70-hour work week, right? A lot of people don't really want to work 70 hours, right?
Yeah.
What they want to do is that they want to show that they are great employees and they're the ones who should be promoted. So they want to pretend to be working 70 hours work week, right? But if you just outright say this, that oh, this is a costly signaling mechanism, then it doesn't have that much value, right? So you have to make it sacred. You have to make it all about this is your work ethic, this is the quality of work, and this is this is to show how good India is. So when you make it all about that, then it suddenly becomes sacred. So it is much easier to convince people to work 70-hour work week. But you cannot convince them to work 90-hour work week, right? If you try that, then people will. So you can push. That's not the inverted curve.
I also think that it stems from a desire to extract more productivity out of regular people by making the 70-hour work week sacred. Like, if you do not fall into this sacredness, then you are no good as an
Bastard. Don't answer for this.
Is that sacredness is used to extract cooperation out of people. It is used to extract sacrifices out of them to benefit you, right? And the way to fight sacredness though, you can't get rid of sacredness basically. What you have to do is you have to replace sacredness with something else that is sacred, right? So if somebody is like, oh, work ethic is sacred, you have to replace it with family life balance is sacred, right? Spending time with your kids and your wife is sacred, and then you fight sacredness with sacredness. So
yeah, there's a word for it that starts with J, or in English called religious war or crusade.
Yeah.
But looks like the only way to beat sacredness, and I'm not talking just religious sacredness, is sacredness.
Yeah.
So figure out what is sacred in your life, figure out what other sacredness is causing problems in your life, and should use one to fight the other, I guess. Not much else can be done, can it?
Yeah. No, so I mean, basically that's the idea, right? Which is that there is a God-shaped hole in our heart. Whether you believe in God or not, that hole is there. And if somebody comes along and fits something sacred in there, now you're going to believe it without questioning it. So learn to recognize that. Learn that it is a two-edged sword. You can use it for great good, or somebody else can use it for great good. So learn to recognize and learn to fight sacredness with sacredness.
Good luck in your crusade, good luck in your fight, and I hope you do it for the greater good, not for the greater evil. For you to understand how sacredness avoids the slippery slope, we are lining up the episode on slippery slope for you. You find it very interesting, I'm sure. And
Because Murder Gandhi gets involved.
it's a phrase. It's just go watch the episode and let us know what you think about it in the WhatsApp community. The link is in the description. QR code on your screen. Can join us there. We have tons of fun conversation, and we'll see you there. Shika, Navi, future.
Why are there two sexes? And why are they so different, right? I mean, wouldn't life be so
It is a monumental day, and we can call cricket an Olympic
Where? Right across the street? Otherwise, I have. You said there's another place, maybe, yeah? Yeah. Like this, Jersey. I want to quote the Coley Jersey, yeah. Yeah. Oh, he's got CSK Jersey too. Hey! Oh, yeah, I have it. Is it a park? Park? There's some of the shirts in the park? Looks like the top of the tension. That's where we can know him. Oh, I need the jersey. Okay. Well, get somewhere, get this. Oh, okay, so it's in maybe it's not here. What was the name of that market you said? Can we type that? Okay. This one. This place would have a okay, you gotta go there. Huh? Yeah, man. Right now in the video. Oh, I should take a bus? I'll just take one of these guys. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you for your help. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Red. Good luck on the job search. Oh, I stop first. Hello, Shivaji Nagar? How much? How much? Oh, this one? How did you do it? This? How much? 100? Okay. I need Bangalore shirt. Yeah. Oh, the Virat Kohli shirt. Yeah. In USA, many people don't know cricket. I just learned about cricket. So, I feel fun, man. I like it. I went to a game in Chennai last week. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, on his jersey. Here you go. Thank you. Market is this way. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. RCB Jack. Oh, I need jersey. No.
I need to go to the top of the tension. That's where Ushkanaoye ran to.
You will regret this.
Can I see?
Not satisfied.
Yeah. Oh, but maybe it looks small. I think. Yeah, I think it's good. Okay, perfect, man. Put up 250. Alright. I got the
I need to go to the
Virat Kohli jersey. And we're ready to start the show. Hey guys, what is going on? Location out here in Bangalore, India, and today.
top of the tension. That's where Ushkanaoye ran to.
Ushkanaoye makes no mention of the OS office.
Would like to check something? Okay. I just want to go ahead and see. Oh, okay. No, after I go somewhere else. Thank you. After this way. Yeah. Thank you. But I just think maybe you'll.
No escape now. He's trapped inside the test chute.
Yes, because of some of the comments that
I
you
know.
guys have
Next, I must find Lord Naoya.
said that I need to get a solid dose out here in Bangalore. That's my first matter of business. We got this IBC kitchen, which is Idli dosa coffee. That seems like a good spot for it. The difficult part is getting across the street here, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut to when I get over there, which might be like 10 or 15 minutes later. We'll see. Alright, man. It was for me, it was looking like this vlog was gonna be crossing the street in Bangalore. So yeah, there's some cool looking buildings. And trees. Alright, here we go. One coffee, please. Very nice. I just got this. Yeah. It's like first place though. Yeah. Really nice coffee. Yeah. Like milk coffee, yeah? Alright. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, so we got the entire IBC combination here. When this was IBC kitchen, I was hoping it wasn't, but I was like thinking, I don't care. Because that being kind of a bad place to eat. So first name is Idli. It looks like like one of those uncrustable peanut butter and jellies.
I'll find another way.
It feels kind of like it. It's like spongy. There we go. Okay. It's like a rice cake, but it tastes a little bit like pop, or like cake, like fermented maybe. Like fermented. That actually looks like, whatever this is, looks like kimchi a little bit. What's this?
Kimchi? What?
That's like tomato sauce.
Nothing like
I'm
kimchi.
gonna dip in the
Now, I have seen Indian kimchi.
rice.
There's nothing else. I mean, there are some cabbage, coriander, and stuff like that. Nothing that looks like kimchi.
That's like gonna be awesome. That's like grain.
Kimchi will never be liquid. It should never be liquid. I don't know what.
Yeah, that's really good. Not thinking. But it's spicy. Like a green sauce. What's this? Onto this dosa, so I recently in Hyderabad tried a dosa and that was awesome. Let's see if it, yeah, it's like a very thick. Ooh, nice. Thick dosa. Outside buttery. And it's got like a, I don't know if that's like potatoes or something in the middle there. As you can see, it's like flavored and really good. So I've tried these. I'm trying to figure out how to explain the taste. I think this is like a green chili. It tastes really good with this.
A floor trap. I can use it to go up.
Kind of salty. It's like a big delicious chip, man.
Of course. Escape was never an option.
Then why did you run?
It's just got.
I wanted some privacy. To finally read his words.
He's cornered. One of us should be enough. They killed your dino.
They killed your father.
I don't know.
They let it be.
I'll see you soon.
Way better. I mean, this is good. Ghost is 100 times better. It should be the DIC. I mean,
Springfield
the Dosa should be the feature here. But in this one.
Could you give me one moment?
Dude, that's really good, man.
Very well. Lord Conway's terms are clear, but he did not say anything about you. In another life, Lord Nobunaga and I would have continued to be great allies. He was a man of unparalleled vision.
Meaningless sentiment.
I know.
Burning your fingers. Samsung store. Yeah, like I'm sure at certain points they open this up. Otherwise, what that expires? But I don't know. I haven't been in Bangalore for that long.
One last kill of the Shilmakvu, and I will do what is needed.
They don't play the city that's tech center. You know, they got this architecture here in the 1930s. Reshaped again. It's not. Maybe.
Tell me where the box is.
With the Tatsu, will prove he is worthy of the power he desires.
How?
Don't know.
This is a cool stuff.
Never cared for it.
I'm very impressed.
In Sitsu, I only wanted to see downfall of Kagoshima Ikki to ensure my goals would not be interrupted.
I've seen
In
that.
Harima.
That was like a tech park, though.
Killing Lord Kanbei was only part of it.
Not exactly.
But it was not about power for you,
Blacked out for a
was it?
second, and then suddenly I'm here.
I had
Inside
power,
that bar.
and yet I was
Sport
powerless
bar.
to bring you my
At the
son
Church Street.
home.
Church Street Triple.
Never realized I never lost him.
This is awesome.
The Tatsu
An awesome lookout.
power will never.
One thing that I have noticed is
You
that
cannot give him what he wants.
Out here.
Yes,
There's
Lee.
not a- there's
Let
not a
me
game
do
there.
this.
But I haven't seen any other jerseys. I think we're leaving Church Street, but what an awesome place, man. This is I'm very happy about finding this place. You see things like this corner shop, all this stuff, fedoras and lighters and bandanas. They're perfect. Thank you so much. No, it's for you. It's for you. Thank you, dude. You know what? Let me get water as well. No. You're too nice. I give you. Here. There you go. Oh, come on, man. Yeah, 20 is, that's MSP. Thank you, man. Another bookstore. Make Orwell fiction again.
Abandon your service to Dakatsu. Be a father to Hideo. I know the value of one.
If only Hideyoshi never wanted me. As long as I live, I am a danger to Hideyo.
These bars on this
Are you
street,
sure about this?
and then they put all this cool stuff
Tell
out there,
Hideyo
and then you
Tell him
just start buying stuff. So
the Black Earth
Cats
glistens
Kurt Vonnegut. Have not
with the
read
promise of
Wow,
dead
man.
leaves.
I mean, big Vonnegut
Spring.
fan, or at least I was in college,
Fear not
and
the fall.
I did recently just get back into Vonnegut, and then I also got the Che Guevara Motorcycle Diaries. Hi, we are heading to Cuban Park or Cuban Park or something like that. Wait this way. On Google Maps, this looks like a massive park.
Come then. I thought we agreed Lord Hideo was off limits.
Hey, dude. Alright. On the park.
I heeded your words, Naoya. Hurting the boy was never an option.
In the park?
Lord Naoya insisted on keeping our alliance strong. And now, it will continue with the new head of the Ukita clan.
I'm going to a place called UB.
To save Hideyo's life, I had to convince Lord Naoya to give up his own.
And what of Lord Hideyoshi's heart?
Contain
If
it.
they don't let me
Aside from us, no one else will know what has transpired.
Maybe. Let's see, maybe. Okay, let's see. Alright, look at the size of this place, guys. There's no way.
What should I tell Hideo?
No idea. No way
What
it's
he
gonna work.
needs to hear.
Tell him the truth. He will need it to grow into the man he is meant to be.
Lord Kanbei and your friends. I hope I wasn't too much trouble for you all.
Nonsense, young lord. Here, Naoya accompanied your father in his last moments.
My father, what did he say to you?
That's a market. I'm nobody. No, me too. Me too. It's okay. Me too. You're saying. No, that's okay.
The black earth glistens with the promise of dead leaves. Spring, fear not the fall.
Really wants to give me a deal and show me around for like nothing. The UB City Open.
He read it.
Strictly forbidden to have cameras in there.
Thank
Even though,
you.
like, I am absolutely sure there are blogs about this mall. No, I'm gonna walk forever. I don't know. People go to the office. I'm gonna get back. Now, coffee?
Poor boy.
Had too much coffee, man.
We will look after him.
It will give him peace, but not much else.
I hope you act in his interest. Goodbye, Lord Kanbei.
You live in West India time on me. I'm sorry. Well, I mean, still can see some stuff. Not being real. Look at this. What is this? Is this like a church? That's a pretty nice looking house or building there. Got a couple cool looking things. good. Okay. No, for nothing. You're very persistent, and I respect that. For you. No. Okay.
I can't pronounce this word without it sounding inappropriate. Seriously, if I tried to pronounce it, it would sound like something a lot worse. To understand, let's use a different word as an example. A long time ago, I made a video about mirrors. But in the video, the helicopters point. Now, it kind of sounded like I was saying mirror. You see, I don't pronounce the word as mirror. I pronounce it as mirror, the same as mirror. Wow. Like many Americans, my dialect of English has R-colored vowels, which are essentially vowels that have been altered in such a way to sound a lot more like a R sound. In many American dialects, some vowels can get completely swallowed up by the letter R. So this word, for example, I would pronounce as further, because both vowels are colored. But that means that sometimes the letter R will be right next to an R-colored vowel, like in the word mirror. Two sounds in a row. It's certainly possible to pronounce it that way, mirror. But there's a whole process in linguistics known as haplology, where two similar sounds next to each other get fused into one. So mirror goes through haplology and becomes mirror, pronounced the same as mirror. A mirror. It's easy to make fun of Americans for this, but many Brits will do it too, just in different contexts. Like in many British accents, the word library is pronounced library. That's haplology. So in some American dialects, the letter R plus an O. Answer!
You there, Steve?
Follow.
In 2011, a bolt of lightning ignited a blaze.
This is suspicious.
So, today we're and I saw the field come around and I think we able. And so in my mind, I instantly think, oh, that is going to be. There was no doubt that that player was going to stop that. So I started.
You there, Steve?
And as I do, something goes wrong. Suddenly the crowd is staring. I look back, and Ratchet and Finger has missed the ball, and it gets the ball before. This actually happens a lot. I kind of automatically assume that people that feel balls that apparently they're not coaching. And Ratchet and Finger is kind of being that kind of series.
This is suspicious.
Better. And he just has this video brought to you by HitWicket. Go and download it now.
If you're here, there's cricket in the face. So you need a hit game. But sometimes there's no match. Enter HitWicket, a strategic cricket game for those moments of rare luck. It's not about frantic tapping, but it's about understanding cricket.
You there, Steve?
For over a decade, Emirates has ruled the sky with just 2 aircraft.
The giant Airbus A380 and the workhorse Boeing 777.
But now, for the first time since 2008, Emirates is introducing a new player to the game.
Well, here it is. The Airbus A350. The A350s were the newest long-haul wide bodies in the sky.
But it's not that new.
You there, Steve?
It's got that big.
Wow.
Which one? I'm so happy.
Wow, this
It's
is
wow.
one of the most extraordinary examples of rock cut architecture ever created by humans. It's so hard to believe it's a cave. Yeah, honestly, it looks like somebody just put a massive 3D print over here and it just printed the whole thing out. Ordinary experience here is just another reason to come to India in the first place. And India is not just one thing, it's so many complex layers, the largest producer of mangoes in the world. If you think you've tried mango before, you have to try it here in India. I honestly thought these were coconuts. They don't know anything about their work, their names, their lives. Hello everyone, here from India once again. This time we are in the city of Aurangabad. Where actually we recently found out that it's no longer called Aurangabad. It is now called Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar. Probably too difficult for us to pronounce, so perhaps I will stick with Aurangabad throughout the video. But yes, why are we here? We came here because we wanted to see the famous Ellora and Ajanta caves. They've been on our bucket list for a long time, especially Mihai. It's the very reason why he wanted to come to India in the first place. See, we just waited for our driver to arrive to take us to Ellora Caves this morning. Now, how did we get here? We had to take a flight, 2 flights actually, from Varanasi with a stopover in Mumbai. So it was quite straightforward. I think the first flight was about 2 hours to Mumbai and then another hour to get to Aurangabad.
Answer! You there, Steve?
Okay, so it took us about 1 hour to get here. The sites themselves are quite massive, I've heard. So that's why we posted the 2 different caves on 2 separate days. Now the tickets cost us 600 rupees per person. I don't know if there's any other fees, I'll let you know.
Guys, I want to say I'm so happy to be here.
Yes, this is massive complex carved straight into the cliffside. Currently there are over 30 caves around it, and what's crazy is that it's spread over a massive area of about 2 kilometers. So it's actually impossible to see all at once from a single point. Oh wow. Well, I mean, it's one thing to see it in pictures, but when you're actually here,
I'm so happy.
wow,
It's wow.
the scale of it is hard to process. You just have to come and see it with your own eyes. It's unbelievable. Yes, I'm really glad we came here. It was worth coming to India just for these caves alone. So I think just a lot worth the that's why it is. So Ellora wasn't actually a city, there was no building inside these caves. Here is basically a huge religious and monastic complex carved directly into this cliff. It was developed over a very long period of time, roughly between the 6th and the 10th century AD, so over about 400 years. And what makes it interesting is that it wasn't built all at once, it slowly evolved across generations. Different rulers and communities kept adding new caves into the same cliff face over time. By the end of the 10th century, the caves were largely abandoned, the region around it changed, political powers shifted, trade routes moved, and the importance of the site gradually declined. Then much later, in modern times, it was rediscovered. Well, not really rediscovered because local people always knew about it, but in the early 1800s, during the British period, it started to be properly documented, mapped, and studied by colonial officers and scholars. And that's when it began to gain attention outside of India and enter global awareness. It is a protected UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognized as one of the most extraordinary examples of rock-cut architecture ever created by humans. This massive structure over here is actually Kailasa Temple, extraordinary part of the world.
Right.
We're really looking forward to see. And what you're looking at is not a building that was constructed, it's actually carved entirely from 6 piece of rock. This temple is dedicated towards Shiva and it was created by removing the mountain of music instead of building it up. So you can imagine that means that they started with solar cliff and slowly carved downward and inward until the entire temple complex was revealed inside the rock. So, yes, like I mentioned earlier, the scale of it is very hard to process in person everything here. The main temple, the pillars, the courtyard, even the objects around it is all of one continuous piece of stone. And the only bricks snowy joints here, it is literally one monolithic structure. And what's even more unbelievable is the amount of material that had to be removed. It's called basalt and comes from volcanic activity that covered this whole region with lava millions of years ago. So very similar to sandstone, it is strong enough to hold large structures, but also soft enough to be able to carve into it. Okay, so it turns out we can actually climb inside the temple. We did have to take our shoes off though. Once again, the level of detail. Unbelievable. This yes, carved out of a single block. The architectural design is quite impressive. We've got entire columns supporting the ceilings, perfectly aligned spaces, and not just like one or two, there's so many of them, you know? It's so hard to believe it's a cave. Well, it's truly remarkable. I've never seen anything like it before in this lake. And this is the exterior. And you get lots of little rings. It's about the side. There's lots of them here. All beautifully adorned with elaborate carvings. And you can see how it's all surrounded by these massive walls. We just have a
Distance now!
intricate
Enjoy this.
here to get the most incredible from the entire complex. have this carbonic and on the top. Yes, this is the most beautiful textual sculptures I have ever seen in my entire life.
Hi, Jim.
Yes, especially now that we've seen it on this angle. Yes, it's a true masterpiece and definitely a place that will stay with us long after we leave. It's very, very special. We also get an incredible view of the surrounding valley, so the lush forest over there, and then other views from this side too.
For me, it's the best 3D print.
Yeah, honestly, it looks like somebody just put a massive 3D print over here and just printed the whole thing out. Yes, it's definitely very, very mysterious looking. Always too good, too perfect to be real, you know. Just stand here and you can't believe your eyes. Okay, so we came to see some of the other caves along the side. I said earlier there are over 30 of them, so it's absolutely massive. So one of the things that makes it all fascinating is that it reflects something much bigger about this region of the world. India is the birthplace of several major spiritual traditions, including Buddhism, Hinduism, and Jainism, some of the oldest religions in the world today. And here at Bhutan, you can see all the architectures in the same places. Shadow! Hindu caves, Buddhist caves, Jain caves, from the same period for several centuries. So in these caves, we can actually see incredibly beautiful carvings of deities and various stone paintings covering the entire walls. Here you can see. Company, please! And what you can see right in the center, there is a statue of Buddha, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I was right, it is a statue of Buddha. So Buddha was a real person, not just a symbol. His name was Siddhartha Gautama, and he lived around the 5th century BC. He was born as a prince, but he left his life of comfort after seeing something around old age and death. He spent years searching for answers, meditating and learning, until he eventually reached what's called enlightenment, basically a deep understanding of life and suffering. After that, which means the awakened one. He will spend the rest of his life teaching others how to find peace and freedom from suffering. So at its core, this place was never meant for everyday life. There were no houses here, no markets, nothing. It was purely used as a spiritual retreat. So really, as a place, essentially to step away from the outside world and connect with the spiritual world. And I think what's truly fascinating here is the precision. So you can imagine, even though this was 100,000 years ago, we still see symmetry, proportions, and lots of repeated patterns that were incredibly intentional. So some of the caves are quite far away. You do have to walk for quite a while to get through them, although they do offer these shuttles from what I've seen. But I'm not entirely sure whether they're free or you have to pay for it. Okay, we're walking and admiring surrounding forest. So we just entered a giant cave, and this one is probably the most beautiful one out of the complex. Apart from the main temple where we saw in the beginning, of course, very, very elaborate once again, and it even has this massive statue of a big elephant. It's incredibly well preserved. And as well, stunning. I think in this one, the line is even more detailed and elaborate.
Should I investigate?
Just speechless to learn this. And what also makes this really neat and has lots of traces of flower. You can still see some of the brain, the little threads, and some turquoise blues. And the glitter is actually pretty beautiful. So we go back to the city, we had a fantastic time at the cave, so we did get quite hungry, so we came to a restaurant and ordered something called the Charlie. Basically like a platter, a mixture of different curries over here, so some have vegetables, some on the sweeter side from what we were told, with some mango juice as well, some yogurt. They've also got some papadum, some roti over here, and some snacks. Not entirely sure what this is. There's also a salad, some carrot and cucumber and a chutney on the side. And we also got something called pani puri, which is basically like a street food, we were told. So it's this crispy bowl filled with some spiced potatoes and chickpeas, some mint coriander water on the top, and some tamarind chutney, so it's quite big and it's sweet. And I believe it also has yogurt on top. Very interesting, and yeah, it even has these crunchy noodles, but I can see, I'm not entirely sure what they are. And they also serve us with some buttermilk on the side, and this drink which I don't know what it's called, the name that I can't remember what it is now. Yeah, that's it. It's a good for digestion. I'll start with a street food snack. This is a very interesting looking one. Quite interesting. It is quite spicy in the middle. I love the crispy exterior, and then you have this refreshing taste from the yogurt as well. Really nice. I like this one.
Hey, I'm ready for you!
I thought it was dirt. We can cultivate it again. We give us they do have much spicy ones as well. We didn't normally serve here. But yes, for us, I think we'll just go with the mild ones. Okay, so I just tried a bit of everything, and I have to tell you every single one tastes completely different. And in fact, the middle of here that served us actually told us that this is a mixture of different foods coming from 3 different states in India. So it's not entirely just purely from the city. But I honestly have to say, it's a whole experience. It's not just food. Some was spicier, some was sweeter, and then we were kind of cool everything down. So at least spice is done, I will say that. But look, I can still taste all the flavors of either quite consistent. And honestly, I don't know, I love the experience. I just have to try the mango as well. That's the only thing I haven't tried yet. And this sweet bowl over here, I haven't tried. but yeah, very sweet. It almost tastes like honey. I'm not sure if it has honey inside. I think it also has a sprinkle of top. I'm obsessed with this one. And yes, by the way, I forgot to mention, they also serve dal over here, so I'm having it right now. Last time we had it was in Sri Lanka and we absolutely loved it. So, yes, it's good to have it again. Yeah, I know. We still you can feel so much flavor. I just love the variety of food in India. It's such a diverse country. You know, every single region you go, you will find something completely different. So it's definitely an experience. The culinary experience here is just another reason to come to India in the first place. Yes, and one more thing I forgot to mention, all of these are vegetable based. So it's a vegetarian restaurant. There's no meat, but typically in this region we notice there aren't as many meat-based restaurants. All of them are mainly focused on vegetarian food. But nonetheless, lots of everything is delicious and it's very well balanced, I would say. So I don't really feel like I'll eat any meat anyway. It's quite filling. Okay, so now we've ended up watching our 740 movies. We are going full. So now come to the city. It's actually a market over here. It's called the Kumandi Market. Just get a feel of the life over here. As you can see, it is very, very busy at this hour. Now the city itself does have a very long and linear history. Most people don't come here for the city itself, they come for the things. But I think it's still important to, talk a little bit about it. It was founded in the early 17th century, around 1610 AD, by a local ruler named Malik Ambad, who originally called it Sarki. Later it was taken over and renamed Aurangabad during the Mughal period after Emperor Aurangzeb. So he was the son of the Emperor Shah Jahan, so the same emperor who built the Taj Mahal. And Aurangzeb was the one to make an important administrative base in the Deccan region. So because of that, the city developed sort of like a strategic relationship between trade routes and different parts of India. Over time, the shifted as the Mughal Empire declined and new cities grew in prominence. Aurangabad became less of a political center and more of a regional city. But like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, it was renamed very recently. I believe it was 2023, if I'm not mistaken. So it is now called Chhatrapati Nagar. And that name comes from Sambhaji, who was the son of Shivaji, the founder of the Maratha Empire. Shivaji was a powerful, joyful ruler who chose the Mughal Empire and built an independent kingdom in this region. Yeah, so the new name essentially reflects that shift in history from the Mughal period to the local Maratha legacy. So this is the biggest market here in Aurangabad, and it's full of life, as you can see. It's basically a very dense old city commercial zone, so you can expect to find here all sorts of street vendors, small family-run shops, wholesale traders, and of course spices, household food. You name it, they have everything here. Lots of beautiful fabric homes again, carving shops, and traditional Indian dresses as well. So very colorful, very vibrant. Quality of material, of course, is outstanding. You see all across India, with beautiful gardens, also for temple ceremonies. We also have a large variety of incense, and the method here is burning some. I have to say the smell is very good. love the community. No matter where you turn, you will find lots of color. Jewelry also here. This is my lane. That's jewelry. Different kinds of earrings. Very colorful once again. Lots of different designs. Yes, I have to say, ever since we arrived here in India, undeniably what stands out the most is the contrast that you feel everywhere. So you could be standing at places like Ellora, where everything is Asian, so it's silent, and it feels like nothing's changed, like it's frozen in time. And then you suddenly end up in places like this. You've got cars, you've got traffic, lots of people, lots of noise. And it kind of makes you realize that India is not just one thing. It's so many complex layers of time and life all living together side by side. So it's this energy that is very difficult to find anywhere else in the world. So everything in this market is sort of, it's not particularly organized, but somehow it works. And of course, it's not a tourist market either. In fact, I've heard many tourists at all in this city, to be honest with you. Most of the tourists, international tourists I'm talking about, I've seen just at the caves today at the Ellora. But even over there, there are only a handful. Just to give you an idea, it's mostly domestic tourists that you see around here. Of course, once again, we find lots of spices and nuts, dried fruits, and fruits as well. Some chemicals as well, so people can take fruit. But the one we're interested in the most is the mango. So India is actually the largest producer of mangoes in the world. I think they produce between 40 to 50% of all the mangoes, and they've been growing it for over 4,000 years. So yes, really wanted to try. We are in the mango season right now. I believe it lasts between March to June. So very lucky to be here at this time of the year to try it. Oh, okay, so you're drinking it like this. Okay, so you have to give it a squeeze first, you drink it. Good? Yes, they have over 1,000 varieties of mangoes here in India. Okay, so behind us is very, very curious. Now, if you think you've tried mangoes, you have to try it here in India.
Where they went? When I find you,
Amazing. So sweet, it's quite funny. Wow, you're funny. What? We ended up getting some take it out and some coffee. Yeah, very cool. And of course, I also really like this place must take here. You have to cook it. Really like texture. Hey, environmental food. Let's see. Doesn't have smell. Okay. I swear it looks like lychee. But the texture is okay. So So do you just eat it like this, or do you use something else as well? Do you cook with it?
I should really get rid of that.
You just eat it like that. Okay. Okay, my turn now. Yeah, that's what I smell. It's actually very hydrating. Yeah, the texture is just like lychee. Honestly, exactly the same like lychee. It's not sweet, but it's not like sour. It's got this neutral taste. Quite refreshing, actually. I also have to say that everyone here in the market's been so nice with us, so warm and welcoming. They've been giving us different things to try, and they wouldn't take any money. We tried to pay.
If it's really ripe, it does not taste like lychee.
We just
Tastes
tried
only.
the iced apple. They didn't want to take any money either. So, yeah, very, very kind, very warm people. Hi guys, so it is the next day. This morning we came to see the Ajanta cave. Now these ones are actually much further away than the normal caves. We had to drive for about 100 kilometers, so it took us 2.5 hours to get here. So we had to pay like an amenities fee here, it's 15 rupees per person. And apparently we have to get a shuttle bus now to take us to the caves. But I think we have to drive for another 3 kilometers or so, assuming this is the station. And the guy at the front told us that we have to pay another 30 rupees per person for the bus. So it ended up being 20 rupees each for the bus ride, and then 600 rupees each to enter the actual site. So we're just climbing 3 steps. For the moment it's very, very hot already. It's only about 10 a.m. and the heat is already unbearable. But I can already tell you this secluded, a lot lighter here compared to the lower caves yesterday. So these ones are definitely more hidden. Leading us to the caves, and once again there are rock-cut caves carved into this cliff, but this time you can see the shape of the cliff itself. It's like a horseshoe. So yeah, you can see this they are. So for centuries, this place was actually used by Buddhist monks as monasteries, prayer halls, and spaces for meditation and learning. But the key difference here from the lower caves is that these caves are actually completely Buddhist. So everything here was created for one spiritual tradition. So the monks were living here, and the lower on the other hand was mixed. So we talked about it yesterday. Over there we see lots of Buddhist, Hindu, and Jain caves all carved into the same cliff, just over different periods. So yes, over here it's only Buddhist. And yeah, these caves were also abandoned at some point, so they're forgotten. They were hidden in this dense forest for centuries until they were discovered again in 1819 by a British officer during a tiger hunt, it turns out. So it's hard to believe just how old these caves are. Some of the oldest guards go back to around the 2nd century BC. Then it was excavated again hundreds of years later up until the 5th and the 6th century AD. Over here. Very see here in India, there are big churches called a long not to say the surroundings are just so beautiful.
I'm taking you down!
But the point is, I'm very not sure it's a good idea for us to get any closer than this. We probably just as aggressive as the other ones. So it's better to keep a safe distance. These people are surviving in the world. I'm just amazed at the level of detail and the color that's being preserved. I honestly didn't expect it to be so visible. So the most incredible thing about Ajanta and what sets it apart from the Ellora caves has got to be the murals of the Buddha. So they aren't just paintings, they are full of stories that show the life of Buddha and his previous lives. So yeah, even after more than 1,000 years, you can actually still see the colors of beautiful details and even the emotion in the faces. Incredible. Once again, just like a lot of gates, we can see an incredible level of detail in colors. Something very, very dark inside these caves. So you can imagine just how difficult it is to function such conditions. Such a masterpiece and a complete darkness, you know. For me, what's really fascinating about Ajanta is that there's still so much we don't know about it. These paintings, caves, are so detailed, so precise, and it's still a mystery how artists manage to work in such conditions over such large surfaces. And then I also don't know why these caves were abandoned for so long and then suddenly revived after being untouched for centuries. Even the workers themselves, we don't know anything about who they were, their names, their lives. It's a complete mystery. So, in a way, we haven't just discovered Ajanta, there's still a big part of it that's still being hidden. Yes, and we kept having to take our shoes off every time we went inside the caves. And then when you come out, the concrete is like 100 degrees. Yeah, my feet are on fire right now. They're so sore from the heat. Yeah, but it's a bit difficult to come early morning because we're so far away from one of the body. Yeah, just 4 or 5 like we did with Taj Mahal. I think our entire trip in India has been like this. Every single block we had to start super early in the morning because everything happens in the morning. So it hasn't really been easy for us here. Going to look at there's so much of Petra in Europe, except Petra was actually a living city, so people actually lived there, traded there, and built a whole urban center beside the walk. Whereas Ajanta and Ellora were never really cities, they were ritual places, so mostly monasteries, temples, and spaces for meditation and learning. You know? Yes, he has been on his bucket list for a long time, and my bucket list too. But the caves were the very reason why he wanted to come to India, where thousands were about Taj Mahal and Jaipur and all the rest. So yeah, we finally got to see them, and I really think it's a place that you should also add to your itinerary if you come to India. They are truly unique, something that we haven't seen anywhere else in the world. So yes, it was a remarkable sight. Both of the cave, both sides were remarkable, and yeah, it's definitely worth coming to India to see them. Just a few words about the accommodation. I haven't spoken to you guys about it in the video yet. So this time we are staying in an Airbnb. It's basically a small room with a private bathroom, for which we are paying just over $20 per night. However, this time we were not as lucky. So up until this point, all of the accommodations we had in India were excellent. They were really, really amazing. This time, however, yeah, I can't lie to you guys and say that it's wonderful. It is not. It was very dirty, especially the pillows. They had mold on them. And these are just a few of the issues, not the only ones. There are several problems with it. Yes, and it didn't even look like what it did in the picture. Just to give you an idea, the night we arrived, we just wanted to leave. But unfortunately, it was too late at that point, about 10 p.m. already, so it was just way too late to try and find a new hotel. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that to you guys, because sometimes no matter how well you do your research, maybe you can be mistaken, and these things can happen. There's nothing you can do about it. So hopefully we're more lucky with our next accommodation.
But I'm still happy.
Yeah, we're still happy to be here nonetheless. We try and be positive, so we won't let that experience ruin the very reason why we came here. We did get a good deal for the driver through our accommodation board, so it cost us 5,000 rupees. That's for the 2 days, and yeah, that's a pretty good price because we asked around, and the majority asked only between 6,000 to 8,000. So yeah, I think that's good for the 2 days. It's very, very difficult to try and rely on the taxis or the Ubers here because the distances are quite long. So you really do need to hire a driver if you come here to see the caves. Yes, so that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. We're really glad you enjoyed this video. And if you'd like to support us, please give it a like, share with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you in the next one.
Someone be hiding? You are mine.
Up there!
You want your baby? There you are.
So today I'm gonna show you how to get to the basement. Eventually, yes, the whole started adventure. So like pictures. This is a part that is like built wooden robots here. And to get to the basement, it's actually too simple. It will start straight, and it will climb over the water. If you jump down, take a right. This gate might be closed. You can just find the little spell. And then we will continue through this gate here until we're at the main entrance. But if it is closed, you can also find and I'm going to do that in case you didn't find the key. So we climb over there. I'm going to take one of those gates to the side. You see, if you go to the gate, this you'll climb over there. You will go to this little guard over there. And then you go this back door, right on the roads. And you really need for this to those even then they took the same road. And then you get me the mark here, so it's very easy to miss. Just like this door over here. Then you see there's a ladder. So go down, go.
Because of darkness. Jesus. Music is close.